Sagittarius, this is your forecast for the month of January 2018. This is a general reading for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, or Sagittarius Moon. For a more rounded overview, please watch your rising and moon sign as well. You can join me on Facebook and Instagram for daily insights on tarot and astrology, as well as my pay-per-view channel, vimeo.com/thealchemistastrologer, where you can find on-demand pages for love, finance, and other readings. Your weekly readings will always be free here on YouTube, but if you'd like to support me on Patreon, I'm now at patreon.com, The Alchemist Astrologer, and all of this information is down below in the description box. Now, the third week you have the Seven of Wands, so you're trying to gain an advantage. Maybe you had taken a time out, you want some satisfaction, and you're trying to figure out how you're going to get that, and you're now trying to gain an advantage in some way. And it's probably some struggle that you're up against. You're trying to make something happen. So this is about you either taking control of a situation or being controlled by a situation. You may have been pondering whether something would bring you the satisfaction that you wanted. And so this could be a week where you've considered it and you think, I'm going to take this risk. I'm going to step out there. Maybe you're being very daring. Again, maybe you're trying to overcome something, whatever that something is. It could be that if this is a work situation where there's strikes or layoffs or something going on the job, maybe you're trying to stand up for yourself. You're trying to stand up for your reputation. Maybe you're trying to get others in the mix. You're rallying people around you. Maybe you're even stirring up a frenzy. But you're trying to push through something. And maybe you're being aggressive or defiant about it. Maybe you're determined to close yourself off. Whatever it is, this is something coming to a head this week. And the point is to have a position of advantage. And you may have that right now, but you're not necessarily on sure footing. It's questionable how long you will be able to maintain this advantage. So this is about being more adaptable. This is about being flexible, and that's where your gain is going to come from. If you are closing yourself off and not dealing with the situation, then you may have to keep dealing with some upsetting circumstance. This is a week where you're going to have opportunities and challenge. So it's going to be like an obstacle course for you, a karmic obstacle course. And so at any point during the week, something is going to be tossed in your path for you to deal with. And you're going to have to really be persistent and put in a lot of effort to meet your goals. Now, you may be at odds with other people. You may be pushing back against other people. Maybe whatever you are facing feels very daunting and you feel overwhelmed. Maybe you even want to give up. Maybe you're losing your nerve about something. It could be that there's been issue of victimization or something humiliating has happened, or maybe you just don't want to have a confrontation because you feel vulnerable. You have to make sure that you're not running away from problems, or that there's not fear driving your decisions, fear of rejection, fear of the future. That cause you to miss some opportunities. Again, for some of you, this is about a health issue. You're trying to gain an advantage over your health. So it could be that, whatever you're dealing with, whether it's small, whether it's complicated, you're really having to be persistent. Now, maybe you're considering what others want. Maybe they're asking your advice or they're asking your assistance. And so you're having to make some changes. You're having to rearrange your schedule. You're having to reconsider your priorities. You're having to think about whether what you're being asked of will bring some satisfaction either to you or other people. So this is a week for you to be mindful of how you present yourself to others, because if you're trying to influence, if you're trying to bring people to your camp, it's important how you communicate with them. And so this is a week for you to influence, to motivate, to inspire, so that people don't push back against you because they feel like you're making a judgment, you're criticizing them. So some of you are on the defensive, and it could be that you're really trying to please a lot of people, or you're trying to meet a lot of demands, and in spite of how hard you try, you're not fulfilling whatever it is, the expectation. So you may feel victimized in some way, but again, it comes back to how adaptable you are. Can you roll with the punches? Can you go with the flow? If not, you may be taking your frustrations out on other people without even realizing it. So this is a week to really think about your position. And it could be a breakthrough week where you get some sudden inspiration or some insight. You know, you're pulling on whatever it is you were meditating on last week. So something may take off. For some of you, this could be an unexpected visitor or some news. And either you're satisfied with that, or perhaps you wish they would go away. So whatever you do, this is a week for you to avoid being impulsive, to carefully think through your decisions and make sure you're not just stuck to a position that doesn't work for you.